She said, I started dating my husband while I was in school. Yes, in our university days, I started dating my husband. My husband was in his second year while I was in my first year when we met and we started dating. We dated till we graduated, and we both graduated the same year. My husband read a 5 years course while I read a 4 years course. So we graduated the same year. Then we worked our NYSC to the same place. Yes, we served in the same states, the same town. We worked everything and we made sure we were together. Then after our NYSC days, we decided that we are going to get married because we have dated for too long and we do not want to keep dating and all that. We want to, and that's because suitors were coming for me as well. So my boyfriend decided that he wasn't going to leave me for anybody. Then I asked him to come and pay bride price. And both of us, we are not doing anything serious that can take care of us at that moment, but at least we can feed. So we decided to do anything just to manage to be together. Then I took my boyfriend to my parents, telling my parents what we wanted. Then my mom said lie that she will not live to see such nonsense. That I will not even marry the boy. That why would she give her child, her first child for that matter, to a jobless man? That she wouldn't do it. And I told her that, Mom, I can take care of myself. Forget about this thing you're saying. It doesn't mean anything. I can take care of myself. Forget about it. My mom insisted that never, that she was not she will not take it. Then my boyfriend took me to, that's my husband now. My husband took me to his mom. Then his mother, oh dear Lord, I've never seen a mother like that one. She embraced me and welcomed me warmly. So because of the warm welcome she gave me, because she welcomed me and took me in the way she did, I became very comfortable with the woman and I started telling her my problems. I told her my mother's opinion about getting married to her son. Then she said in that case she was going to come with me to go talk to my mom. That my mom will understand. Then I took my mother-in-law to my mother. Then my mother-in-law begged my mom to please allow me to get married to her son. And my mother said never. In fact, if you see the way my mother bashed my mother-in-law that day, if you see the way she bashed her and told her they were looking for a slave, that she would not allow her daughter to be enslaved with them. Then I told my mother that they will not use me for a slave, and if they did, I would leave them and come back. She said she's not ready to give her child to anybody who will maltreat her child and return her back. That if I leave, I am leaving for good. And I insisted I was going into that marriage. Then my mother-in-law supported me and her son. Then somehow we have to force my mom by me taking in. I took in and my mom just now gave up by force. She allowed us to get married. Then after this, our marriage, my mother-in-law was supporting us. She was, in fact, anything we need, anything she could do for us just to make us comfortable, she would. She was very supportive to us. My mother never talked to me. Even if I call her on phone, if my mom receives my call, the first thing she says is, what do you want? What do you want? I know you want to beg for something. I will say, Mom, I'm not begging. If I just want to know how you are, So she kept doing that, and at a time I decided not to call her anymore. So then we started making visa to travel. My mother-in-law supported us. She even borrowed money. She did a lot of things to make sure that we succeeded, and finally we did. We succeeded and we traveled out. So we traveled and stayed for years. After a few years outside the country, we are doing better than ever. And now we want to start having more kids. Yes, we want to start having more kids. We already had one before traveling. So we want to start having more, and having children, having a child abroad is not easy. So we decided that we are going to bring one of our parents. Then my husband suggested my mom. I said no. I suggested my mother-in-law instead. I said, my mom, I don't want her wahala. I prefer to bring my mother-in-law. And besides, my mother-in-law was the reason why we are here. So for that reason, I decided that she was going to come first. Then my husband accepted. We started doing paper for my mother-in-law. Then my mother-in-law took her busybody to go and tell my mother, look at her. Then my mother got very furious and called me on phone and asked me if I was charmed. That she thinks she's believing that my mother-in-law has charmed me. In fact, my mother-in-law have sworn to take over her daughter from her. That's why would I take my mother-in-law first before her? That it's her right. That she's the person that is supposed to come for my omugo or everything. That Even if my mother-in-law will come, that she will have to come first before my mother-in-law. Why am I putting my mother-in-law over her? My mother told me all manner of things and insisted, and she said she was going to curse me if I take my mother-in-law to my place before her. What do you think I should do in a situation like this? Because the way my mother is threatening to curse me, I don't understand. Have I done anything wrong? If you know what you think is the best solution for this issue, please drop it in the comment section because it's urgent. Thank you.